Welcome everyone, Mr. Rodney here. Have another problem for you guys, so let's dive right in. So it says a rectangle has a length that is 4 units longer than its width. If the area of the rectangle is 96 square units, what is the length of the rectangle? So let's draw the rectangle really quick. So it says we don't know the width, but we know that the length is 4 units longer than the width. So if the width is x units, the length is x plus 4 units. And they said that the area is 96. So let's put this into our area formula. So remember, length times width equals the area of a rectangle. So we have we're going to do the length times the width, and that's all equal to 96. So here, I'm just going to distribute my x. So x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. And this is equal to 96. So I already see that I have a quadratic formula here, a quadratic equation, just from having x squared. So when you have x squared, that means there's two possible solutions for x, right? There's going to be a positive and a negative version. So I'm just going to bring everything on one side of the equal sign. So that's x squared. So my whole trinomial is x squared plus 4x equals to 96. So there's two ways you can solve for a quadratic. So you could either factor out using two numbers that add to get to your middle value and multiply to get to your end value to get, so it'll be adding to get to 4x and multiplying to get to 96. But I can't think of any number like that, so we're going to hop straight to our quadratic formula. So that is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and that's all over 2a. So remember, the values of a, b, and c are the coefficients of your trinomial. So this is a, this is b, this is c. So we're going to rewrite our quadratic formula and just insert everything where it needs to be. So negative b, so that's negative 4. So negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4. A is 1. C is negative 96. Sorry. 96. And that's all over 2 times A, which is just 1. So we're just going to take our time and simplify our quadratic. So, oops. So 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times 1 is 4, and negative 4 times negative 96 is going to be positive 384. And that is all over 2 times 1, which is just 2. So negative 4 plus or minus the square root. So 16 plus 384, that's going to give us 400. That's all over 2. Then we have negative 4 plus or minus, and the square root of 400 is going to be 20. So then we have 20, and all that is divided by 2. So here, this is where we get to that plus or minus part, because we have two roads to take now. So we have negative 4 plus 20, which is 16, divided by 2, which is going to give us 8. And then negative 4 minus 20, which is going to give us negative 24, divided by 2, which is going to give us negative 12. So because of what we're looking for the length of something. So the length of something cannot be negative. So that's our major clue that the value that we're looking for is 8. So we have to be careful now, because that's not our answer. What they asked for was, what was the length of the rectangle? So remember, the length is the width, which is 8, that we just discovered, plus 4. So 8 plus 4, that's going to give us 12. And that's our answer.